to me and his channel.
What's up with your LOE Visuals? I'm back with another video. Y'all day going up, y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoying y'all day, y'all productive day. We back at it. Before I start, y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. On the road to 10K subscribers, hit the subscribe button, turn post notifications on. Want to find me on any other platform? My link tree is in my bio. Follow my X at Visuals LOE. Follow my TikTok at LOE.Visuals. And follow my Facebook at LOE Visuals. So let's talk about it. So, another Eddie Reynoso fighter fails a drug test, with the most recent guy being Francisco Rodriguez, and this is the second guy that is an Eddie Reynoso fighter or was that failed a test. We had Jaime Munguia. You know, he failed a test in 2025, and we had Francisco Rodriguez, both in 2025. So that's two fighters in 2025 that were, associated or trained by Eddie Reynoso, and they failed tests, and if I'm being honest, that brings the total to, I think, about 7, which is insane. How are you fighting? How are you a trainer and 7 of your fighters have popped dirty? Like I want to know the correlation there. You guys, it's looking very bad. You can't be out here saying that you promoting clean box without addressing it. So I gotta address this. So it's bad. And if you guys don't know who Eddie Reynoso is, Eddie Reynoso is Canelo Alvarez head trainer. He's been training him for as long as I know. And it's starting to become something we need to address. And at this point we have to. We can't keep letting this slide. We might have to start investigating Eddie Reynoso, because it's a lot that's starting to tie into you. I mean, how come every fighter you're associated with fails a drug test? I'm just being honest. We can go off the names. The early one was Luis Neri. Then after that it was Canelo. Then it was Julio Cesar Martinez. Then it was Ryan Garcia. No. Before Ryan Garcia, it was Oscar Valdez. He failed. Then Ryan Garcia. Then we got Jaime Munguia. Then we got Frank. That's kind of insane. It's a lot of fighters from that count. That's failing. Then Canelo, when he failed, it was a clenbuterol situation, and he tried to blame and say that it was tainted meat. The meat was tainted. It was not, which is insane to say. How can you say something about tainted meat? Did you? And they use the same excuse. Luis Neri, he popped high. It's kind of being repetitive at this point. Like, Jaime Munguia popped after his rematch, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it after their rematch or before their rematch? But he popped high. So it's starting to look really bad for that Reynoso camp. And somebody, should start looking into this. I shouldn't have to, I was doing a thought like, man, why all the guys that's associated with him constantly pop? It's no other trainer in boxing that's going through what he's going through. And I'm pretty sure he's financially made some money being Canelo's trainer for so long. He has resources now at this point, so I'm not trying to point out anything, but 7 fighters that he's associated with or was associated with has popped hot. And your last guy, he's already a big output guy, so it looks fishy, and I gotta address, because it's Eddie Reynoso, the new age Mimo Heredia. Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Because he's not being held to a standard, but because we constantly giving them passes. Every time they fail, it's it was nothing. It's nothing. I rarely see a suspension for some of these fighters. Like, we not in the hurt business, It can't be, we can't be trying to clean the sport up by allowing people to pop hot, you know, one trainer, you know, 7 fighters. Come on. Obviously, he has something going on in that camp. Some special drinks and or something. Because there's no way that you have 7 fighters that you were associated with that failed drug tests. And that you don't know about, and you didn't know about it. Maybe you didn't, you know, encourage the cheating or whatever, but you didn't know about it. I'm guaranteed you knew about it. So I want to hear the excuse, like how do you change this, you know, around and make it fit a narrative that, you know, follow suits, because right now it looks crazy. It's to a point where it's bothering me. Seven guys, it's insane. It's insane. And it's champions on that list. It's not no just regular meal fighters, you know, journeymen. No, it's real champions. You know, it's guys that really get in there and fight at the highest level that's popping hot. So, you know, it has to be something. And, you know, everything points at Reyneso being dirty. Respectfully, it does. Everything points at Reyneso being dirty. No trainer in history, besides, you know, maybe 1 or 2, and I named one of them, you know, all of these fighters are popping hot from that camp. I'm just saying, you know, every time you join that Reyneso camp, you look faster and stronger. I wonder why. You know, and T.O., I think if T.O. gets with Reyneso, he's gonna be the next victim. He's gonna be the next victim to pop hot. I can guarantee it. You know, Reyneso was getting training T.O. a little bit, and watch, it's gonna pop out that he's all right. Watch, the signs are there. You know, because I wouldn't even be talking about it if this wasn't another guy that popped hot from Reyneso's camp. This is another guy. Like, okay, cool. We let Luis Neri slide. We let Valdez slide. Then Canelo. We like, oh, it's kind of fishy. That's 3 fighters from Reyneso. Then it just keeps going on and on and on. That's insane. We got 2 in 1 year. 2 in 1 year. That's insane. How can we gotta be honest and call a spade? Like, is that Reyneso camp dirty? Like, but factually, 7 fighters that he were trained, that he did or did train popped hot. I'm looking at the list, you know, it's all of these fighters were associated with Reyneso. And most of them are still associated with Reyneso. So I'm trying to, you know, get the correlation. You know, but I think it's something going on, and it should be investigated, because, you know, this can't keep happening. You know, we can't keep letting one camp constantly fail drug tests and then blame meat or whatever. Nasal, you know, folks try to blame all type of stuff. But down, you know, that Reyneso camp, they like to point towards, you know, tainted meat. You know, in Mexico, they have a lot of tainted meat, they say, from steroids and all of that, I guess. But you know how much meat you would have to eat, like, and pause, by the way, but you know how much of that meat you would have to for it to test up in your system? Come on now, like, make it make sense. I was born that night, but not last night. Come on, make it make sense. You guys are actually putting this stuff in your body through injections or something, but it ain't tainted meat, respectfully. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this. Make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. Want to roll to 10K subscribers, hit that subscribe button, turn the post notifications on. Find me on any other platform. My link tree is in my bio. Follow my X at Visually, follow my TikTok at LOE.Visual, and follow my Facebook at LOE Visual. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. I'm out.